Hiya guys, right, so new vlog. So for anyone that doesn't know me or follow my channel, my name is Mark and I just vlog loads of random things, but I haven't done one for a while and I keep getting asked to do another one of these vlogs. Basically, in August, I did a vlog going to Arsenal. So I go to most Arsenal games. I'm lucky enough to have a decent season ticket and people keep asking me to do one. So today's going to be a bit longer. Actually, it's going to be more involved, and I've got better at vlogging since August. So I'm going to incorporate more sort of things, and I'll take you. We've got to go to St Albans into London, St Pancras today. Basically, there's no trains from Stevenage into King's Cross, which is my normal route, or Finsbury Park if I'm running late. But I normally like to go to King's Cross, walk from there. People say, why do you walk from there? I love it. So today I'm going to do that. I'm going to go down early and I'm going to literally take loads of video of just walking through King's Cross up to the Angel or around the back of Islet Urn and stuff like that. I think I'm too late. So me and my son Fred went a couple of weeks ago and we went down really early for a 4:30 kickoff. It's 12:15 now and it's Sunday the 2nd of February. But we went down early and we was at Finsbury Park. Actually, it might have been a 3 o'clock kickoff. It was. We was at King's Cross by 12 o'clock, but we went up to the Angel, had some food, and then we got to see all the players coming out of the hotel. They stay at the Hilton at the Angel. And that was brilliant. We loved it. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I might do. I don't know. We'll wait and see. But anyway, come along with me. I'm really looking forward to today's vlog. Not so much of the match. We're playing Man City at home. I don't know if I mentioned that. So they're just hitting form again. And we've just been rubbish this year. Not rubbish, but we haven't been as good as we have been over the last couple of seasons. So, yeah, follow me and I will take you with me. Right, so I'm at St Albans City. I think I probably said in the first bit of the video when I was leaving that there's no trains from Stevenage to King's Cross or Finsbury Park. So, and there's no Piccadilly line either. So I would normally drive to Cockfosters and jump on the Piccadilly line. It's really bright, so I'm sorry if my face is a bit washed out, but might be better for some people. But yeah, let's get in a bit of the shade. But yes, so my train is in literally 5 minutes. So I just thought I would sort of come over and have a little look. But yeah, as you can see, it's really dark now. But yes, I could have jumped on that train right there, but that's a slow train. So it stops 9 times into St Pancras. And the one I'm jumping on is a 25-minute. It's not direct, it stops at West Hampstead. So I actually love doing this journey. We did it, me and Kerry did it last year. Really easy. I mean, the easiest is for me, Stevenage into King's Cross, or even easier, Finsbury Park. But like I said, I like to go into King's Cross because I like to walk. I like to have a nice little walk and take in a load of... I grew up around that sort of area, so I like having a little look. And I normally stop at a couple of pubs, but I'm not going to do that today because I'm on this mad 6-pack revolution 75-day diet thing, which I'm doing all right on. 2 weeks in, lost nearly a stone already. So smashing that, which is really, really good. But today's a big test because I normally like to have at least 1 or 2 ciders max. And then the food's really good where I sit at Arsenal. or even the food into the Grand. There's some really decent little restaurants and places, but I can't have any of that today, so that's really annoying. Kerry did say to me, don't you be eating anything naughty? I was like, no, I'll try, I promise. So fingers crossed, we'll see. But anyway, I'm going to go down to the platform and jump on the train. Actually running a little bit late. Not late, but I've just realised I've completely come out in the wrong place. So I've got like literally 3 minutes. I'm at the station, obviously, but I've got to get a bit of a wiggle on because I've completely come out the wrong way. So I've got to quickly run round to the front of the station and jump on the train, and I've not even paid for my car parking yet. Oh, here we go, this is good. This is good. So yeah, so I've just scanned a little QR code, which basically shows me how to pay it. But I'm pretty sure I've got the app, so I can pay for, although as long as I pay before I move out later or leave the station. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. There are doors there, so I don't know why I didn't come out there. Anyway, let's get on the train. We have arrived at St Pancras. I've let everyone go. It might be a bit noisy, to be honest, with other trains, but I won't flip you around, but I'll just sort of show you. Obviously crazy busy, because I think obviously everyone sort of travel from Hertfordshire has jumped on the St Albans line or the St Albans train station, because of obviously there's no other train lines, or the main one, sort of like the Stevenage one, which goes all the way from sort of Peterborough all the way down into King's Cross. So this is the other side, which is obviously St Pancras side. So I waited for quite a while because the train was packed. It's quite nice to get a few little videos on the way through, because you come on down on that side as well. You get to see the Wembley Arch. I don't know, or you can see it in a video. You might be able to, but yeah, just really easy, to be honest. It's just to drive to St Albans, which is only 25 minutes from me, so it was really easy. But yeah, I'm going to walk through St Pancras. I'll do a little bit of filming actually, because last time we was here, I think the Wicked castle, whatever it's called, I can't know what it's called. Anyway, that was here. But I love St Pancras, especially going into like Joe Malone and just have a little spray of a bit of pomegranate noir. Anyway, we'll go through the barriers, so I'll catch you in a sec. Right, so I've come upstairs just to have a little look. One, because I wanted to have a little walk round, 'cause it's really nice up here, and it's a lot quieter up here than what it is downstairs. But you sort of see Circe's, I think it's Circe's, it's the champagne bar. We was very lucky enough to go there years ago. I think it might have been for Kerry's 40th birthday. So it was like 10 years ago. I'm saying 40, it might have not been that long ago. I think it was. But anyway, a mate of mine, Rodney, he used to work for the company, and that was one of the places he looked after. I'm sure it was. I can't remember. I know it was definitely, Rodney would put me right on that one, but yeah, I know it's amazing. It's lovely. I mean, it's literally just behind me here, and it's a really nice champagne bar, and it's lovely. You see like the bar and let's go like, because you can walk. I mean, you can't. There's barriers here. You can go in through the front bit and just sit. We've got really fancy tables, but yeah, Rodney booked us something for that, which was really, really nice. Really nice, and that was a really good night. That was a night that started about 6 o'clock in the evening, and I think we ended up getting home about 4 o'clock in the morning. A lot worse for wear, because we went into London in Soho, and he's got a couple of mates that runs a couple of bars. So that was a wicked night. But yeah, so look, you can see all the neon behind me, sort of. It's not the clearest, as in it's nice and clear, but it's not actually as close up as you can get. But yeah, so behind me, obviously, you've got the downstairs bit with all the shops that I came through. The Wicked thing is no longer here, which is a shame because it looked really good. I don't know what it's called. Wicked Castle, Wicked Palace, I don't know. I have seen the film. I need to watch it again because I didn't like it first time. I fell asleep. But loads of people I know have seen it and absolutely love it and said, no, you need to watch it again. Don't fall asleep. Pay attention. So yeah, that was really, really good. But I need to, I definitely need to watch it again. So, but there is a statue here I want to sort of get, sort of behind me. There's a few people knocking about, so I don't want to get too many people, but I think that is Benjamin, let me have a little look, it does say, oh no, John Betchman. And there's a pub here called Betchman Arms or something like that, which is really nice. I'm going to go back downstairs anyway, because I'm just waffling on, to be honest. But let's see if I can pop into Joe Malone and nick some of their aftershaves. Right, so Joe Malone sort of behind me. Haven't got their doors open, so I find it not very inviting just going in there, nicking some aftershave and then walking out. So, and there's only one person in there. When it's normally quite busy, you can normally get away with it and just walk in, spray a bit of aftershave and walk out. But yeah, so I'm just kind of out to the front. I'm going to walk out and literally, I don't know which way I'm going to go. I don't know if I'm going to walk up to the Angel or cut through. I don't know what I'm going to do, to be honest. I'll decide in a minute. What's the time? It's 2 o'clock. So really, ideally, I'd want to be at the Grand in a couple of hours, or maybe, actually, it won't take me that long. In fact, you know what? I'm going to walk out the side entrance. So let's go this way. Yeah, let's go this way. But yeah, I mean, it only takes me, on a good walk, 45 minutes is all it would take me to get to the Grand from here. But because I want to vlog some bits, I want to probably take a bit of a slow walk, take a few detours, and but like I said, kick-off's not till 4:30, so we've got ages, got 2.5 hours. But ideally, get to the Grand by about 2, probably earlier, to be honest. Won't take that long, and then I can do a bit of vlogging in the Grand. I've done some before in the last one, but it's nice to just show people. I've got a few mates that don't go, that are big Arsenal fans. I've got a mate that I met in Florida a few years ago, a guy called Brian. So he's a big Arsenal fan, always messages me. He'll probably message me today at some point, chatting about the game. He doesn't go. I did get a ticket once, but he was busy, well, couldn't make it. So I remember he messaged me and said, oh, when are you going to do another one? Really enjoyed it. And just coming into London and showing people London and stuff. Obviously, St Pancras is behind me. As you can see, such a wicked building. As you can see, look at that. And then King's Cross is to my left, which I'll just switch around in a minute and show you that as well. But there's no market here today. They normally have like a sort of outdoor market. Oh, someone's missing a shoe. Obviously, someone's had a good night last night and gone home without a high heel. But I love it around here. I know King's Cross used to get a bad rap, but the regeneration plan they did many years ago, it's wicked. It's so good. It's like, you've still got the old part of the King's Cross, as in like the shops and little restaurants and little bars and bits and pieces, but they've updated now. They've got a load of new restaurants. They've got all new bits. I can hear music. Oh, someone's busking over there. But yeah, so let's see if I can swing you around and get you a bit of King's Cross. It's very bright, so let's see if we can go in this bit of shade here and sort of show you, as you can see. But yeah, and there's a massive big, so behind King's Cross is a massive new building that's been being built for about years now, a long time, and it's meant to be Google's head office, I think. Google have got an office there. It's not, it's someone chatting about Jesus. Oh, we got a guy. This is what I love about King's Cross. So you got lots of this going on. You got a lot of people just singing and busking, and you've got a guy here that has basically got a drum kit made out of whatever. I don't even know what it is. I don't want to film him too much. I want to leave him alone. But yeah, but behind King's Cross now, there's a massive big shopping place. It used to be the old Coal Drops Yard, it's called now. And there's loads of restaurants in there, there's loads of shops, proper shopping market, or shopping place. And we've been in there a few times. Anyone that used to go Bagley's raving back in the day, Bagley's is now a Uniqlo, which is a Japanese shop. And it's quite funny because the building hasn't changed, but the shop obviously is very different, and they've got the upstairs on it. That's always nice to look back on. Had some good nights in there. But yeah, walking through King's Cross now, we're coming into Pentonville Road, which for anyone that knows Pentonville Prison, I don't know why you would know Pentonville Prison. I've personally never been inside, but Pentonville Prison isn't on Pentonville Road. It's actually on Cali Road, or Caledonian Road, sorry, using local terminology. But Scala behind me, so I'm going to do like a little turn around that building there, just the white one with obviously Scala written on it. I think I went to see, I'm trying to think of who it was now, Jaguar Skills, can never say it. So he's a DJ, still is a DJ, but he's a DJ back in the day that used to do mashup. He was the original mashup DJ, let's say, and now everyone's doing it. So yes, but I might even, actually I'm going to walk up Cali Road, because I probably walk past Boris Johnson's house, for anyone that wants to know where he lives. I'm not going to obviously show you and tell you his address, but yeah, I used to work for UPS, so I used to deliver around this sort of area a lot, and in the West End I got to not know a lot of famous people, but deliver to a lot of famous people, and got to know obviously where they all lived. And before Boris got into number 10, and then obviously I knew where his house was. So, and I know he still lives there, because whenever I see him on TV, he comes out that house. Obviously now he's not in number 10. But anyway, I'm just waffling on, and this has become a very long sort of segment. So let me just show some street stuff. So this is one of the pubs. When I normally come this way, I normally stop off at a couple of pubs. I normally have one here, which is the 4 Arms. This is bang in the middle of sort of like council estates and that. Like I said, I grew up sort of around this area, a bit further over towards Upper Street, Essex Roadside. This is Cali side. But yeah, really good pub. Normally stop off and have one in there and then carry on walking up. I don't really drink, to be honest. I'll come to Arsenal and I'll have a couple, but that's it. That's the only time I ever have a drink. I think it's mainly because to sort my nerves out. Let me switch around. So yeah, I think it's mainly because I get really nervous at games, and I'm much better being at a game than not at a game, as in watching it at home on the TV. That is it's a nightmare for me. Kerry will vouch for that. Especially the last time we played Man City and we drew 2-2 at their ground, and it was the stay humble moment where obviously Erling Haaland said, "Oh, stay humble," and giving it all that crap. So yeah, they're saying today is like the El Humbilo or whatever it's called, or the Stay Humble Derby or stuff like that. Humble in the jungle. And anyway, look, let's have a look down here. So behind me, you've got the river, Regent's Canal. So you got the boats. Sorry, look, to bring you around a bit better. Oh, I'm really washed out. Let me switch around. One sec. Yeah, so like I said, that's Regent's Canal. This is 4 Bridge, as you can sort of see. And that canal takes you up to Regent's Wharf, which is there, and then obviously Coal Drops Yard, it goes right through. And that canal, you can walk all the way, or can you walk all the way? It takes you up to Camden, basically. I don't know where it goes. Actually, that other side where I just showed you first time in that video, where the boats were coming, it just goes into a tunnel, and then you can't go anywhere. I think then it's that you can't walk anywhere after that. I think it's just boat travel. But yeah, if you go the other way, north, rather than south, that takes you up to Camden town. And it's the same river. And you can walk all the way along. Camden isn't far from here, obviously. But yeah, like I said, so this is Cali Road. This is where I sort of grew up to a certain point. A lot of my family all still live around this way. And yeah, I mean, I love coming down here and doing stuff like this. This is why I walk it, because one, it gives me a nice bit of walk, gets me steps up, especially because I'm on this mad diet thing. I haven't put my workout on though, so it would have recorded. It still records. Oh, actually, it's just asked me, one sec. Record outdoor walk. So let's record it now. I did think it would do that. But anyway, let's take you further up the road, and I've got a couple of things I want to show you as well. So let's go and do that. So we are now on Matilda Street. I love these little terrace houses behind me. So this leads us up to Thornhill Square, and it's in Islington. There's loads of little, I think like a lot of sort of suburbs, but I know in Islington a lot of the squares have their own parks that are run by obviously the council, to be honest, but they have a little caretaker that comes in and locks them up at night and opens them up in the morning. But Thornhill Square, if you look on Google, there's a really nice, there's quite a lot of Google images, and you look over the top because it's got a church in one part of the park at the top end of it, and some really lovely images. But these sort of houses are, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not exactly an expert on houses, but yeah, I got a friend of mine called Trevor, so I'm on quite a few WhatsApp groups with mates, football mates and stuff like that I play football with, and we used to always play a game, Where Am I? And Trevor, I remember once, asked me where he was, And all because of the house that he showed me, I knew exactly where it was. And it was all because of the design of the house and the stairs. And obviously I've delivered a lot in London, so I recognise places. So easy ones are like, if you do like a street in London, like Oxford Street or Regent Street, or even the small streets off of it, I know where you are, I know what street you are. My mate Trevor works for a blind company, as in fitting blinds and stuff for like commercial level, so quite high level, does some really nice buildings like let's say the Gherkin and places like that. And he always sends me privately now, because I think everyone got a bit bored of me getting things right. He always sends me a photo outside a really tall building. So then I would look at all the buildings around it and think, oh, I know where that building is. Right, so, and I'd Google it and search it and sort of find out. And I'd go back and say, oh, you're here. And he'd be like, how have you got that? And I was like, oh, it's just how I sort of know stuff and dwindling it down. I've got a bit of one of them weird sort of brains or memories. Sorry about that, son. Where I've got a good photographic memory. I remember stuff like that. But if you asked me what I did an hour ago, not a chance. Not a chance. I would never remember what I did. Right, mate. Yeah, I wouldn't remember. I've got an awful memory for like that stuff like that. But like stuff like this, let me turn you around. That's quite bright. But all like the little mews, sort of behind and round here. It's really quiet, because just to the left of me is Cali Road, where it's really busy, loads of people. But let me see if I can go in the middle of the road and hopefully not get run over. There is a car coming. But, so this is Thornhill Square. I mean, look at the houses. It reminds you of like an old London sort of street where Oliver would have been filmed and stuff like that. Where you've got the big sort of 3-story houses, and you've got, I'll wait for a few people to go past, but I'll sort of show you. But yeah, most of these houses you can sort of see behind me. So you've got that, the kitchens are in the basement. So you've got the big park in the middle, as you can sort of see there. And it's lovely. You've got proper park in there, proper greenery space. Because obviously you're in basically the centre of London. So you haven't got much green space. But yeah, it's really nice, because you can see a lot of squares like this, especially around here. And it's let me turn you around. A lot of these houses are flats now, but they used to be big old houses. But when you look at the bells, you can see like that one's got 4 bells. So, but that being a big house, I mean, look at this one. This is being constructed to be maybe one big house, or turning it all into flats. But yeah, it's lovely and quiet around here as well. And I don't know if you can sort of see. I won't switch around because the sun's right there. Although if I turn you around this way, it gets rid of the sun. But just literally behind me here, there, sort of see it, the church steeple. I'm not going to go that far over because I'm going to chuckle right up here. So anyway, let's take you to the next one. So I've come back on because, so there's this place here on the left here, which you're going to see in the background as I walk past it, called the Tamil Prince. And it gets voted on all like the food websites. And again, I'm not a foodie. I just love getting involved in loads of stuff and getting loads of knowledge. But it's on Hemmingford Road. Now this is the road where Boris lives. So, but this one here behind me, it used to be a pub many years ago. As you can see, it's now a restaurant. So it's an Indian restaurant, the kitchen's there. I haven't been in there, but I've Googled it and had a little look, and it comes up on a lot of TikTok sort of food review guys that I follow. And, sorry about this one. And yeah, apparently it's like one of the hardest places to get into. And it's nothing special, like fancy. It's not like the Ivy, as in the original Ivy, not these other ones that are popping up here, there and everywhere. But it's just like an Indian, and they've got some really, I mean, the smells. Me being on a diet isn't good at this time. because those smells are unreal, and I'd love an Indian. But yeah, anyway, but yeah, so the sort of, I mean, this it's quite expensive to live around here. There is some sort of nice Jag, and there's a lot of Range Rovers and cars like that. So, but yes, so I'm not going to show you because I don't know if I'm allowed to. But this is Boris's house here, so I'll sort of, you'll see it. Basically that one there. I don't want to show too much of it. I don't want to get in trouble. You never know what's going to happen. With all my, I think I've got 86 followers now. So yeah, I could be known worldwide all for showing Boris's house. But yeah, it's Hemmingford Road. So you've got the Tamil Prince, which is really nice, and you've got really nice houses along here. I mean, look, let me see if I can cross over a little bit and get a much better picture. So we haven't got the sun, but I don't want to get run over. But yeah, you can sort of see the houses, and they're lovely. And these are houses, these aren't flats. These are really, really one bells and stuff like that. So I love doing walks like this, as you'll probably get from my channel. I started following this woman on TikTok recently. She just does walks all around the UK. Jumps on a train in the morning, ends up at the coast, and just walks for miles. I think if I was to win the lottery, that would be my lifestyle. I think I just would walk everywhere and just do stuff and vlog it. Anyway, I'm taking you up to another little place here, and let me show you. So as you can see, the place behind me is called Sunday, and there's normally queues coming out of that, maybe because it's closing. I don't know what time it closes, but I remember whenever I've walked this way, there's always queues. It's another one. It's on the same road as Hemmingford and the Tamil. Sorry, it's on the same road, Hemmingford and Tamil Prince, and it's two really, really good. There's another little coffee place just over here. It seems like this stretch of road now I've got three. It's got an amazing coffee shop and an amazing little breakfast place, an amazing restaurant, the Tamil Prince and Sunday. And I think the other one's just called Coffee, looking at it. But I'm gonna switch you around. In fact, let me just turn you around and sort of show you. So the pub behind me is amazing. Look at all the greenery, proper old school pub this. So this is the Hemmingford Arms. And yeah, this is where I normally stop for a drink. And bit of a fact, so Louis Dunford, who sings The Angel, which is the Arsenal's new song, who me and Kerry actually see in Ali Pali, which he sold out, which is unreal. He's a local guy. His mum is Linda Robinson. Do you remember for Birds of a Feather? Now, I sort of know her only because I worked at a sports shop in Islington on Essex Road, and they was always in there, so I got to know them. They was like customers of the sports shop, and they're local people. They live around here, so that's their son. But this is his pub, this is where he drinks, and this is where he has done loads of his videos. Never seen him in here. He has sat near me at Arsenal. I've met him a few times. Really lovely guy. Quite shy, to be honest, but genuine, really, really nice guy. So I'm looking forward to going and seeing him. Yeah, I mean, just having a little look at the G-Wagon and stuff like that. But this is a really, really decent pub, and I would normally go in here, but again, I hate the word, but it's this diet thing that I'm on. So anyway, let's crack on. So I'm going to show you the back end of Pentonville Prison, but I'm just going to go past a little sort of painting on a wall here. And I don't like to put negative stuff. Not that it's negative, because it's a really sad story, but I'm not going to go into it too much. So that's Henry Hicks. I'm sure if you Google it, you'll find out exactly what happened and stuff. But yeah, it's just a really sad story, and I just don't like putting negative stuff. In fact, Louis was just talking about, he's written a song because he's local and he was a local kid, this Henry. But yeah, you can have a look at stuff like that and find out exactly what the story is behind it all and why he's got a memorial there. But yeah, this is the back entrance to Pentonville Prison. And the reason why I know that as well is because when I worked for UPS, I used to do delivery in here all the time. So this was the door we would have to come to, and I'm not around the front. So, but yeah, you can see that is the prison literally behind me. I'll try to block the sun out with my big head. But yeah, you can sort of see there is the prison wall and the sort of, whatever it is, the halls and stuff. When we walk down here a bit further, you'll get to see the other big walls. But well, I mean, the good thing about this is, like, I normally walk loads of different ways to the arsenal. In fact, I'm going to cut back on myself in a minute. See if I come around this way a little bit so the sun isn't so much. Yeah, because I want to walk down sort of up a street and then to Highbury Corner and go that way. But I can go up a street, down onto Essex Road, down through the back of not Barnsbury. It is Barnsbury. No, it isn't Barnsbury. It is Barnsbury, yeah. Which is some lovely, lovely houses around there. A lot of sort of TV, film actors, famous people live around there. Some big, nice, really nice houses. In fact, more fun facts. Tony Blair used to have a mansion at the top, right by an estate called a Marquis Estate, which I don't think is the worst estate in the world, but it's got a bad name for a few things and stuff. But he had a mansion. I'm going to cross over because that sun is very bright. I need to get back in the shade. It's a lot easier. But yeah, and also I can show you this big, massive wall, as you can sort of see, and the barbed wire and everything on top of it. And I'll cross over in a sec because I want to show you a pub. But yeah, so, and it's got like a river. And I remember growing up, my granddad used to always take me along River Walk, it was called. And yeah, it reminds me of my granddad. My nan and granddad obviously lived here for many, many years. Obviously, they're both passed away now. But my aunt Lil still lives here. My aunt Jean, Uncle Jim, cousin Darren lives here. Anthony don't live far from here, another cousin of mine. They'll still live around here. Anthony's a season ticket holder as well. I've met with him a few times and stuff. Quite funny because last time I sort of did this walk, I went to the front and there's a pub called The Breakaway, it's called. It's on Cally Road. And yeah, basically, I was in there, just grabbed breakfast. I came down really early. I think I was going to go and see my mum. And I got into King's Cross ready to jump on the underground and called my mum and she was like, oh, I'm going out for the day. And I was like, oh. So I was here really early. So I was already in London and then basically just walked down up Cally Road and just walked along the prison and basically just, just went and jumped into the cafe and my cousin Anthony come in, which was nice. So we had a bit of breakfast together, walked down to the game. Anyway, the pub, I don't want to draw too much attention, but the pub behind me, you can see, is very busy. That's a proper Arsenal pub. That's the Two Brewers right next to the prison. So, but I didn't want to draw myself to it too much, if I'm honest. But I've drunk in there once before, and I always remember we got locked in there once. We was playing Tottenham on a Wednesday night, I think it was, many years ago. And because it's a proper Arsenal pub, so there's a few naughty people in there. I'm not involved in any of that, I'm not interested. But they've got a bit of a firm that go in there. So apparently there was meant to be this meeting that was going to happen between Arsenal fans, Tottenham fans for a bit of a fight or so. So the police come and locked down the pub and wouldn't let us out. So I think we missed the first 20 minutes of the game. Eventually they let us out, got into the game 20 minutes late. I think it was the one where we drew 4-4, where they scored in the last minute. Yeah, so not a brilliant night, to be honest. But yeah, so but like I said, I didn't want to draw any attention. I was going to turn around and film it properly, but it's packed outside, so I didn't want to do it. Anyway, I've come way down too far than what I wanted to, so I'm going to have to walk back quite a bit. But it's 3:15, so we'll wait and see. We might have to do more of a different vlog another day, depending on how far back I want to walk. So a couple of weeks ago, well, Christmas and New Year, it's quite lucky. So the guys I sit next to at Arsenal, Chris, one of the ones that I directly sit next to, they'll come up from Bath, but he couldn't make a few games and we swapped. He took my ticket for a game in December. So I asked for his ticket for the Ipswich game because he couldn't make it. So I was like, yeah, perfect. And then I think there was another game he couldn't make, and it was wicked because it meant Fred could come along, and Fred doesn't get to many games. And I love it when we go together, literally. It's absolutely brilliant. I love that we go together, we have a few drinks, and the last time we came down, we did this walk. We did it in the evening, it was an evening game. And let me swing you around, let's have a look. So if I turn you around, so that's Laycock Primary School. And I said to him, whose school was that? And he's like, oh, is that school you went to? And I was like, no, the school I went to is literally, you can see where that church is over there. There's a school called Barnsbury. No, not Barnsbury. Cannonbury School. Sorry, that was the school I went to. Anyway, so yeah, that's Laycock Primary School. Let me switch it back round. And yeah, so basically, I said, no, that's Grandad's school, or Gramps' as he calls him. Or he's not my granddad. My dad's not with us anymore, but and he's like, oh, wow. So I think they all went there. I think my dad, Aunt Lil, Aunt Julie. Yeah, I think they all went to Laycock School. My dad's from a big family. And yeah, I'm sure they all went to Laycock. I'm sure my dad said that's where he went. This is where they sort of grew up, not far from round here, and Holloway Road, actually, right near the Grand, George's Road. And yeah, but I loved it. And this is when we came down early that morning, and me and Fred walked up and went, had a bit of food and stuff. But I was pretty gutted that I couldn't get my ticket today, because although it was the Palace game, which was in the Cup, and then it was the Ipswich game in the league, and then the Man United game, which was a massive game, but we lost in the end on penalties. But that was a really big game for him to come and watch, because the Palace game and the Ipswich game were decent sort of games, but it wasn't really a full. It was a sellout, but it wasn't really full. A lot of people just don't turn up sometimes. But the Man United game, it was very, very busy, really busy. And he got to see a proper, like, two big teams. So today would have been amazing if I could have got my ticket, but I couldn't. So, but yeah, I think if a season ticket came up, I'd be very tempted to buy one for him, and we could go together, because we don't spend loads of time together. So it was really nice that we got a bit of time together. I did enjoy it. Anyway, so we're coming up to Highbury Corner now. So we're on up the street, just walking down, and yeah, I'll switch you around in a second, sort of show you Highbury Corner. It's very different to it used to be. They've closed a lot of the road off and you have to go a certain way, but it gets really busy around here. This is where sort of like the main Arsenal bit starts. So we are now at Highbury Fields. So we're right near the ground now. It's really weird because you would have just seen in the filming I've just done, coming down up the street and then coming into Highbury Corner and how crazy busy it is. And then we come into Highbury Fields, where as you can probably see the house is behind me. It's stunning here. I said to Kerry, and me and Kerry came to a game once, and I always come this, well not always, but I came this way because I just like this little walk, and there's a little cut through, brings you right where the ground is. And I said to her, if we won the lottery, this is where I'd buy a house right on the fields. So I'll switch you around. In fact, let me just turn you around a little bit. But yeah, look. So Highbury Fields is just a massive park. You would have seen it on TV shows, films, like English films like Notting Hill, even though Notting Hill was in Notting Hill. But that sort of British film. So probably not probably not the best reference, but you get what I mean. Anyway, look, some of the houses behind are absolutely stunning, and they are big houses. And Kerry said we'd have to win a lot of money on the lottery because there's one house up here that is massive and absolutely stunning. I think they've done a lot of work to it. As in, I don't think they've converted it much, but it's a big old house. But you've got like the Peabody estate, look, all the little gardens behind. So yeah, I mean, look, that is actually flats, that one. But it is it's stunning. But let me switch you around and show you the park. This is the house I wanted to show you. I mean, look at it, absolutely stunning. So yeah, they definitely built onto the side of it, but it is, look at that. That is absolutely stunning. Big side bit, all the kitchen and all that in it. Electric gates, which obviously are open. But yeah, what a stunning house. Imagine how big that is inside. Obviously, security gates. But yeah, stunning, beautiful house. There's loads, there's like a load of terrace ones over the far side of the park. All the ones along here as well. But yeah, that house always stands out for me. It's quite funny actually because you've got Highbury Fields behind us there, and literally so nice and peaceful around here. And I love that you've got all the tennis courts, you've got all like the basketball courts, the football courts are all there, and it's just for people to use. Obviously you'd have to book the tennis courts and stuff like that. There is a little office there, but they're just community courts. They're nothing like, they're not like these posh courts that you would have to pay hundreds for a year and stuff like that. But and then you've got all these little houses here, which are lovely little terrace houses as well. And we are literally less than 5 minutes from the ground. And it just sort of goes through a little alley, down a tiny little cobbled street, and then it opens up. I just did a little video. You see there's purple buildings in the background. That's where the Arsenal ground is. But yeah, when I used to deliver around here as well, this was always one of my favourite houses because it always looks after. Like, nice brick, nice window, nice blinds. yeah, just a really nice little street this. In fact, there's loads like this just off of the ground. And it's quite funny because looking out straight ahead, I might try to get a photo and put it in, but that is definitely, in fact, I'll check it on Google Maps, but I'm pretty sure that is the church at Muswell Hill, because it's right up on the hill. And thinking about it, yeah. In fact, I'm going to check that on Google, but I reckon that is definitely 100% the church at Muswell Hill. And there's not loads of people that know about this little turning. Oh, not turning, little alleyway. But I'm going to literally, I'll turn you around. Hang on one sec. So yeah, it's just a little alleyway. As you can see, there's another Arsenal fan in front. Tiny little alley that takes you from Highbury Fields down Framfield Road and brings you up to a tiny little cobbled road, which again brings back memories of delivering on this street in a big old UPS truck. Trying to get down here and get round the corner was always really tight. But look, and there's a lot and obviously you can't smell, but there's a lot of proper fires that are that you can smell, like proper logs, proper open fires. But yeah, what a lovely little turning this is. But yeah, this is a great little cut through, and I love it because we get round this corner, and again, I'll switch you around in a sec and sort of show you, because it goes from quiet to not being mad lively, but busier, much busier. What's the time now? So it's getting later. Let's watch it and show me. Oh, it's 3:20. So we've still got an hour and 10 minutes before kick-off. But literally, this brings us out onto Drayton Park. So let me turn it round. So as you can see, a few more people walking about. Gets a little bit busier. And it brings us right out where the away entrance is, or the away end, or the away bridge where the Arsenal stone letters are, which you'll see any second as we come out of this little turn in here. You've got Holloway Road. To the left, there's them big purple buildings that I was filming a little while ago. And then hopefully, the sun, if I film it from here, you'll see there's the ground, literally there, and the big Arsenal letters. So this way it gets a little bit busier, a little bit more lively. And this is the away bridge and away end. So there's a pub here that was shut for years, and it's open up now, and a lot of the away fans use it, obviously, because it's the away end. But there's also the Highbury Library. So you've got a little cafe here, and then you've got, in fact, let me do this first. Let me just, so obviously the police van's in the way. Let's see if we can get over. The road should be closed now, or majority of it being closed. So we've got the Arsenal. The sun's very bright. But obviously, you've got the Arsenal stone letters just there, which is just the entrance to the bridge. And then you've got Highbury Library, which is a nice little bar. Do some really decent ciders in there. It's very busy, as you can imagine. But Drayton Park is obviously probably used by home fans as well, because it's where we are. But it's just, I reckon, because it's right by the away entrance, as in the Way Bridge, which is what this is. So all the away fans would come across here. So a bit further down is the other bridge that comes across the railway track at Drayton Park, which is where all the away fans are directed. Sorry, the home fans are directed. And then all the away fans are basically directed over this way, because that entrance directly in front of us is their entrance. Right, so we are here, obviously, as you've seen. Just walking back up the steps. Just went to see my mate in the shop. So Mark's another DJ that I know that just DJs in the shop and does corporate events for Arsenal as well, which is really, really good. But I am going to go into this entrance here. So basically, with my ticket, I'm quite lucky. I've got a decent ticket. I've got a club level ticket. So I can go into any club level entrance. I haven't got my own entrance. I can go into anyone. And so, I don't know which one I'm going to go. I'm going to walk round and maybe choose one. Looks quite busy, that one. But yeah, anyway, I'll come back in a sec. So as you can see, I'm in, I've just walked about, and actually I bumped into, I put a little photo up, but if you look closely, I walked past someone, I was like, oh my God, that's Ainsley Harriott. So I'm not being funny, I chased after him because I love him, and I know what Kerry does. Kerry absolutely loves him. So I went and got a little photo. I'll insert it. And then I met a mate of mine, Wayne, who I sort of know from Stevenage. We're really good friends, but we sort of like grew up in the same sort of area and stuff. And yeah, so that was really nice, bumping into him and Charlie, his son. But yeah, I'm just going to walk round to my seat now and just sit down and chill out for a bit. What is the time anyway? I just caught past. So time's really got away with me. But yeah, it was really nice to bump into Wayne and Charlie, and Ainsley Harriott was obviously a nice surprise as well. So I'm going to literally just walk round to my seat, sit down, say hello to everyone, and hopefully we might get a result. I haven't really spoke about the game. I'm so nervous, I can't lie. I'm really, really nervous. It's quite funny in club level. You get to see a lot of famous people. And like Wayne just said to me, unless you actually look for them, you won't see them because they're just normal people when they walk past. But if you look for people, you'll see a lot of famous people up here. And that's not showing off. It's just that I'm really lucky to have this ticket. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I work really hard, and it was the only ticket I could buy. So yeah, absolutely love it. I'm so glad I've got it. Gets me to every game that I can make if I'm not working. Yeah, anyway, I'll see you in a minute. half time. Not the best first half. Great start with a goal, but and then they put it all over us, to be honest. Really, really annoying. Anyway, like I said, being in club, you get like half time, you get all free drinks. So black coffee for me, I'm afraid. But yeah, free beers, wines, not spirits, but wines and beers, ciders, and teas, coffees, hot chocolates and stuff like that. And then you got like little places you can sit and eat and stuff as well. But yeah, worried about the second half, if I'm honest. We just backed off. We always get a goal and then back off. Anyway, that's enough about the game. Oh, I'm so nervous. I can't lie. But hold tight. Everyone's singing happy birthday to someone over there. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna walk back to my seat. I normally sit about here and wait about here. I've just met Charlie and Wayne, but they've just sloped off, gone to the toilet. So I'm gonna go back to my seat, sit there, get some footage. I haven't eaten, to be honest. I was gonna get some food, but I don't think I will. Let's get back to my seat first. What an unbelievable result. 5-1. That's ridiculous. Never expected that in a million years. Unreal. Lewis Skelly scoring. Obviously the issue him and Haaland had at Man City, I was going to say Main Road then, that's old school, at the Etihad. And for him to score like that, and Ranieri coming on and scoring as well. Unbelievable. What a game. Second half definitely anyway. First half was a bit nerve-wracking. But yeah, absolute superb. Buzzing with that. What a result. As you can see, not many people going home. That's the best thing about club level. You can sit here and have a drink still. You haven't got to go home if you don't want to yet. It stays open for a couple of hours. Lets all the traffic and people getting on the train disappear. And then you can sort of slide off and get the train a lot easier. I've got to get back to King's Cross, so I'm going to walk back to King's Cross anyway. And because obviously there's no, St Pancras I've got to go back from to St Albans. So yeah, I'll have a little walk back there rather than going to Finsbury Park. But yeah, so many people just milling about and not going home, just celebrating basically. But just spoke to Fred, absolutely buzzing. Oh man, can't wait for match of the day tonight. Right, so I'm out now, and look, still loads of people inside just drinking. No one wants to go. I don't want to get too carried away because first off, we weren't all that, to be honest, and they was all over us. But to beat them 5-1, and I know they've had an awful season, I've got to take that as a wicked result. That's a superb game. Second half was unreal. I mean, Lewis Skelly and Ranieri, I know I've already said it, but yes. So I'm going to walk back to St Pancras now. As you can see, sort of behind me, down there, that's where all the players come out in their cars. So I'll have a little walk down here and sort of show you. But yeah, amazing day, really, really good day. And it's gone really quiet now around here. It's like, there's not many people knocking about. I do like it like this because it's, oh, sorry, I've got a twinge in my back. Yeah, it's just nice now. We can just get away and have a nice little slow walk back to St Pancras. Jump on the train. I might pop into the shop. I did see something I wanted to buy. So we'll wait and see. But let me turn you around anyway and show you. Right, so I'm walking back to St Pancras. I was going to jump on the tube, but the tube was crazy. You'll see in a video. But this place, Islington Town Hall, what an amazing place. So my Aunt Lil worked here. She's retired now. And yeah, this is where Arsenal used to come when we used to win trophies, which we don't anymore, by the way. And we haven't for a long time. I think 2020 was the last time we won FA Cup. But yeah, Islington Town Hall, unbelievable place. So players used to come here, get on the balcony, parade the trophy, and the whole of Upper Street behind me would be lined with just Arsenal fans. But it's been a long time. Plus, they don't do it anymore. So in 2020, they didn't come here. They do it all at the ground now because they've got the big walk or the big surrounding of the ground where people can stay, and they've got a big balcony there where the team can come out and parade the trophy. But yeah, that brings back very big memories from me growing up as a kid. 1989 was the first one I remember, when we beat Liverpool 2-0 at Anfield, and we're going back some now. But yeah, I'm that old. So yeah, just wanted to chuck that one in. So I'm walking all the way up to the Angel, and then we're going to walk down. I could have cut through, but I didn't come this way earlier. I did, and I cut through on the way to the Grand. So I'm going a more longer route, but I want to get my steps up. And I love walking around here. It's not very often sorry, I nearly got run over there. It's not very often I walk up the street. Love it around here. I used to work down on Essex Road, which is the next road down. For 10 years I was at the sports shop. So yeah, anywhere around here I love having a little walk, especially on a Sunday night. It's lovely. I mean, it's really busy. All the restaurants are open, all the pubs and bars are open. So yeah, it's a busy high street. Slowly getting there, nice little walk though, I love it. Just cutting through, I think it's actually called like an Angel Centre. It's where there's like an O2 sort of venue where they do like little concerts and bits and pieces. This, I think, is the first place me and Kerry ever had Wagamama's, which is upstairs. Yeah, so many years ago. Just a little shopping precinct, and as you can see, Wagamama's is just up there. I think it is one of the first Wagamama's in the UK. But yeah, it's lovely here. You've got the big Angel, as you can see, behind me. But yeah, I'm trying to cut through Chapel Market now, which is an old market that I grew up going to with my mum and dad. Apple fritters. And there's a really good coffee shop there, St Espresso. Yes. Anyway, I was talking about Uniqlo earlier, wasn't I, with Cold Drop Yard, where Bagley's used to be. Love a Uniqlo. I love their clothing. It's quite cheap and it's really, really decent. Let me get some more video. Right, back at King's Cross stroke St Pancras. I mean, look at it. It's lovely up there behind me. Big tower. And also really, really weird, obviously, like I said earlier, King's Cross isn't open, as in the overground. Not the underground, that's open. But yeah, so all behind me, all the platforms are completely empty of trains because there is no overground from King's Cross to Stevenage, which is why, like I said, I'm going to St Pancras to St Albans. I forgot then. Oh my God. Plus there's someone staring at me a bit weird. So yes, I'm just going to quickly go into St Pancras. I need to see what time the train is actually. What time is it? Or it's 8:10 or no, 8 o'clock. So yeah. So I'm going to go into St Pancras. I need to use the loo. I need to put my teeth in. But yeah, and a nice little drive home, listening to the radio. I've been listening to the radio on my headphones all the way home, all the way down to King's Cross, to be honest. And yeah, nice little drive home in the car. About 25 minutes from St Albans to Stevenage, so not too long. And then a nice bit of dinner when I get in, and then relax into the evening, and bit of match of the day. Wouldn't mind jumping on the old Eurostar to Paris. Obviously only if Kerry was with me. You'd put it rubbish on your own, wouldn't it? But yeah, that would be quite nice. Just literally, Arsenal win. I remember years ago when Arsenal played Liverpool on a Sunday and we was flying to Dominican on the Monday morning, and I remember jumping on the train to Gatwick after the game. Kerry had already gone. My mum and dad had already taken Kerry and Fred to the airport, and we won. And that was a real nice little trip and a night in the hotel in at Gatwick, and then flying out on the Monday morning. I've just spoken to a friend of mine, Brian, who I was chatting about earlier. He's off to Dominican on Wednesday, because he was saying they missed the Newcastle game because they'd be in the air on the plane. So, and I did say to him, I said, I'm really jealous. So I was just checking to see if my mic was on. Yeah, I did say I'm actually really, really jealous. Love to get away in the winter. Me and Kerry are working crazy hard. She's crazy busy with booking holidays, but not going on one. But yeah, we'll try to get away, maybe a little trip to Spain, and then we've got a nice big one to Florida towards the end of the year. When are we going? October time. So really looking forward to that, which is really nice. Anyway, I'm just about to go downstairs and jump on the platform. So catch me on the train. Right, I am back at St Albans. Amazing day. So I'm going to sign off here and just say thank you very much for watching, and hope you enjoyed the vlog. If there's anything else you want to see, I mean, I go into London quite a bit, so if there's any questions, just give me a shout. I love doing it, and I'm going into London probably in a couple of weeks' time. Me and Kerry will be, and we're probably just going to vlog all that as well, because I want to do more of this, like I said. But yeah, thank you for watching. An amazing day for me, for obviously being an Arsenal fan. Great result. So take care, guys. See you on the next one.